A reading from the Gospel of St. John, chapter 15. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. These past few days we've been moving into that part of John's Gospel which is all about oneness and joy, all about God in us and us in God, all about abiding, indwelling, and all that wonderful stuff. Well, two things resonated with that for me this week. The first was a radio play I listened to some time ago. First broadcast on BBC Radio 4 in 1997, Spoon's Face Steinberg, written by Lee Hall, is the monologue of a 7-year-old autistic girl who is terminally ill with cancer. She has a very unblemished and unique way of seeing the world, and with the help of the family cleaner, Mrs. Spud, she tries to come to terms with her extraordinary life. The ending is particularly moving, and it is the voice and the tone, the way in which everything is said in a child's voice, without ambiguity, without cynicism, and in truth. She says, "In the world everything is divided, one from the other, mother and father. There is day and night, and black and white, and all these things. But in the very beginning and in the very end, everything will not be divided, and there will be no me or you. There will only be that everything is the same and every moment is forever. And it will shine, and there will be everything and nothing, and that's all there is to know. But all of us will end up being one. It is endless." And all of this speaks to me of life full of God's blessing and glory, life lived in and with God, unity and wholeness forever. The second thing which resonated was a book about the life of another unusual person, Etty Hilsum, a Dutch Jewish student who was murdered in Auschwitz. Having experienced a turbulent and chaotic early life, this passionate young woman discovered God in her mid-20s. It is in God that she finds harmony and integration and belonging, and what she calls an at-oneness with all human beings. Etty had been on a quest for her true self, and when she found her true self, there was God also. Not only God, but a connectedness with all human beings. It was through this quest that Etty shaped a spirituality of hope in the darkest of times. It was through this discovery of God and an at-oneness that Etty was an inspiration and a comfort to others in the camps. It was through this at-oneness that she refused to hate her persecutors. It was through this at-oneness that Etty forged a new path and a renewed participation in the world. And like Spoonface, Etty unambiguously names the depth within her from which she senses her life comes. But this life gets blocked, buried, and she's cut off from it. So she defines her task. Her mission is to dig out this buried God within her. And if we lose the God inside of us, the at-oneness with God, we lose everything. Our humanity, our integrity, beauty, life, joy. And the things which can dehumanize can take root. Things like hate, bitterness, fear, and lies. We put many things into safekeeping in this earthly life. But do we guard the living God inside of us with as much care and thought? Do we guard the God in us and the us in God? Will we defend it to the last? I end with some more words from Spoonface Steinberg. Blessed and lauded, glorified and lifted, exalted and enhanced and elevated, and praise be the name of the Holy One. Blessed be he, although he be high above all blessings. May his name be blessed forever and ever. Amen.